Over the weekend, I got a call from a basketball coaching legend, Gene Bess. He's 85 years old, and he's now retiring at Three Rivers Community College. He's someone you ought to know. Think about this real slowly. Of all the men who've ever been on a college sideline, this gentleman has the most victories. Gene Bess won 1,300 games. That's 143 more than Coach K.
I think as much as anything else, being able to come into a community like this and stay 50 years, I don't think that'll ever happen again.
What also won't happen much is a coach who refuses to curse on the sidelines, not at refs or his players. He gets mad, but he just wouldn't curse.
I didn't like to hear basketball players, my players curse, so I wasn't going to let them hear me.
What also was the right thing was to never care about the color of a person's skin. And we're talking about a guy who was coaching in the 70s in a small rural town called Poplar Bluff.
Every human being is equal in God's eyes, and that's how I see people.
Behavior was of the utmost in this program. Bess won 2 national titles, but could have won more. Bess sacrificed wins and championships because he had to penalize players who broke the rules.
I remember saying, I've either got to penalize this kid, get rid of him, because I had promised the team that would be what would happen. I'd either have to do that or I would have to go home and resign, because I think a man's no better than his word.
And no team in this state has ever played harder than Gene Bess's Three Rivers squad.
Effort was probably the great equalizer in basketball. And I didn't want any team, any opposing team, to play harder than my team did.
Gene Bess, a coaching legend who is leaving the game, but his legacy will last.
What really makes me tick is when I hear former players 5-10 years down the road talking about things that they gained here, and that probably does my heart good as much as anything.
His son Brian will take over the Three Rivers Community College basketball coaching job. That'll do it in sports. With producer Andy Mueller, I'm Frank Cusimano. Let's send it back to the studio.